Okay, several of you have asked that I help you with the coordinate plane worksheet. So I'm going to explain all the parts of a coordinate plane again. I'm going to show you how to graph points, and then I'm also going to show you how to find distance on a coordinate plane. So for like triangles and rectangles, you would have to count the rectangle, you would have to count the length and the width, which is the distance between 2 points. And the triangle, you would have to count the base and the height, which is the distance between the points at the bottom and the distance between the highest point and the base. Um, so I'm going to show you those things all using this one coordinate plane that you're looking at right now. If you need more help, just message me and I can get you more help. All right, so here we go. Um, I'm going to start at the origin. Let me label a few things for you. So right here in the middle where the X and Y axis meet, that's the origin. Here's your X axis. Here's your Y axis. Your ordered pairs are always ordered X and then Y. You may have heard it said before, you got to crawl before you can walk. So you got to crawl across here before you can walk up here. Now, that doesn't necessarily make much sense when you've got all these other ones, but you can also say that you've got to walk to the escalator before you can go up or down. You've got to walk to the escalator before you can go up or down. So you're always doing X before you're doing Y. If you're struggling with this, I really suggest that whatever order pair you have, you take and you put arrows above the first number going this way and arrows above the second number going this way, and then go from there. Okay? All right, so let's look at an order pair. I'm not going to do the ones that are on there. I'm going to make up one of my own. We're going to graph 2, -3. So I'm going to start at the origin, always, and I'm going to go on the x-axis a +2. So if we look at this, x is either left or right. Positive is going to go in a right direction 1, 2 times. And then the y-axis, which is going up and down, it's a -3. So negative means I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. Put my dot, whoops, put my dot right there. We're on the lines. I don't want it in the middle of anything. I want it on the lines. Okay, that is my dot to -3. Okay, so if you remember when we talked about quadrants, this is quadrant 4. Let me go and label all of them starting at the beginning. Remember, they make that C shape. So quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and then quadrant 4. So in this picture, 6, 8 is in quadrant 1, -4, 8 is in quadrant 2. And now we're going to graph -2, -4. All right, so I'm going to go back and look at my picture here. My X always goes left or right, so this is my X. It's going left or right. And my Y, my second number, always goes up or down, so this one's going up or down. All right, starting at the origin, the first number is -2, and -2 is going to the left because that is a negative direction, 1, 2. The second number is -4, and on the y-axis, negative is a downward direction, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and right there is my point. All right, so I hope that helps in that area. I'm going to erase a few things, and I'm going to show you a couple other things. I'm going to leave my origin because that's important. We're going to be referring back to the origin a lot. I'm going to leave my X and Y and my ordered pair over here. I'm going to go ahead and leave my quadrants too for right now. Okay, so the numbers we have currently, or the order pairs we have currently, are graphed in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. And the question says find the distance between these points. So I want to count from one to the other. Now, it's very important that I don't count the point that I start on, but I do count the point that I end on. A lot of times we want to count the very first, like if I'm starting right here, we want to count that purple dot. Don't do that, okay? I'm going to count it kind of like I'm counting boxes. How many boxes are in between this purple point and this purple point. So let's go here. Okay, that I'm going to draw lines. You don't have to do this. I just want you to be able to see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, my little lumps got a little bad there, didn't they? Okay, so the distance here is going to be 10. All right, so that's distance. If this was, say, a square, then the length of that square would be 10. If that was a rectangle, the length of the rectangle would be 10. Okay, all right. So I'm going to erase one more time, and I'm going to do one more with you. I'm going to erase all of it this time so we don't have a mess that we're trying to look at. All right. I'm going to start at the origin again, and this time I'm going to graph -4, 2. All right, starting at my origin, excuse me. And the first number is -4, and on the x-axis that is the direction of left because that's my negative numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on my y-axis is positive, so I'm going up 1, 2. Now I'm going to find the distance between the point that I just made and the purple point right up here. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be a 6. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and make this a rectangle. So if there's these 3 points, where do I think my point for the other point on the rectangle would be? Well, I know opposite sides are equal. So if there's 6 spaces in between these 2 points, there should be 6 spaces in between these two. So I'm going to start here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right there is going to be my other point for my rectangle. So now I have a rectangle. We already know this is 6. A while ago we counted this as being 10. If I wanted the area of this rectangle, I would do 6 times 10. The area of that rectangle would be 60. And that should be all the things that you've had to do on the coordinate plane. All right, hope this helps. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.